In this tutorial, I am going to show you how you can submit your lesson plans through Google Drive. This school year, the principals have asked that all staff use Google Drive for the location of saving their lesson plans. So the first thing you need to do is you need to open your web browser. Now, if you are in Firefox, probably the easiest way to get to your Google Drive is up in the address bar is to type drive.google.com, and this will take you to your Google Drive and where you can sign in. If you are a Chrome user, over here in the top right are your apps, and if you click on those, you have the Drive app, and you can click right on that. And if you've already logged in for your email and your Google apps, then it will take you right to Drive. In this example, I'm going to continue to use Drive. Now, all of you should have a folder called All Staff, and you may have to come over to the left and go to Shared with Me and locate that folder. Now, there are many files, folders, and so forth that in the last year have been shared with you. And so if you're having trouble scrolling through and finding it, you can come up into the Google search bar and start to type All Staff, and you will find that folder. Now, right up here, it will show you exactly where you're at in my drive. These are called breadcrumbs. So I am in CCS Shares All Staff. And these are the folders that are shared with all staff K through 12. Another thing that you can do, and I believe Dave is showing you this in the Google Drive tutorial, is you can add staff. You can add all staff to your drive so that it shows up right under my drive. So we're going to find the all staff folder, and if you open the all staff folder, you will notice that there are 3 separate folders for elementary staff, high school staff, and middle school staff. And your respective principals have created a folder in the correct building level for your lesson plans. So if I go to middle school staff, you will notice there is a folder for 14-15 lesson plans. High school, if I go into the high school, there is a folder for 14-15 high school lesson plans. And in elementary staff, there is a folder for 2014-15 first semester and then second semester lesson plans. And so if you go in, you'll notice week 1, August 5th, and so forth. Okay, so you will pick your correct school, and let's say that I'm going to turn in my first week's lesson plans. If I'm an elementary teacher, I would go into week 1. If I was a high school or middle school teacher, I believe they're separated by quarters, so I'd go into quarter 1, and here's the first week, August 18th. So I will open up that folder, and again, just kind of look up here at the top and make sure you're in the correct building and in the correct week for your lesson plan. Now, I can do 2 things when I'm here. If I've in the past created a template like in Word or Publisher or Excel that I create my lesson plans, I can just upload them. And I can upload this week's lesson plan right to this folder. Now, if I'm going to do that, I will come over here to the red and I'll tap the upload arrow, and I want to upload one of my files, and then I will search and find my lesson plans that I have created. For this example, I'm just going to use this file. So it's a Word document. So I will just select it, and you'll get a message saying that this item, once it's uploaded, will be able to be shared. And in this case, it would be shared with all staff. And that makes it nice so that the office staff and the administrators can easily get your lesson plans if needed for a sub. It also is nice in case another teacher needs to see what you're doing in your classroom to help a student and so forth. So I'm going to say upload and share. Now, I have my upload settings set so mine will convert to a Google Doc. The reason I do this is when I upload it into Google Drive, then it does not take up my space. However, if you don't want that to convert, if you're worried about it losing some formatting and so forth, you do not have to convert it. So I'm going to uncheck that and I'm not going to convert it. If you have not set your conversion, well, we'd have to go into your tools and do that. So it may not even ask you that. Okay, so now you will notice that my lesson plans are in here, and it's named whatever I named it. Now, it will show who the owner is. Okay, it says me on this one because I'm in my own drive, but the principal would see Patty Wolf. However, you can rename it. It's very easy to rename. You select, excuse me, you select your file, and you can either right click it or up here in more, I can go to rename, and I could just say Wolf Lesson Plans. Okay. And now they are submitted. The other thing that I can do, if I don't really have a template or I want to start doing them in Drive, is I actually can create a new document right here. So I could navigate to the lesson plan folder, and I could say create. If I do a document, this would be like a Word document, a presentation like a PowerPoint, and a spreadsheet like Excel. So I'm just going to create a new document, and it also will ask you or tell you it's going to be shared. This is my brand new Google Doc, and I could call it Wolf Lesson Plans, and then I could go ahead and create my lesson plans. Now when I go back to the Drive, which is it's in this tab up here at the top, you will notice that I have both of those lesson plans. The other thing is, if I accidentally put in a lesson plan or a file and I put it in the wrong place, and I can delete that. And if I select it, I can go to more, or again, I can right click and I can remove it. Okay. Now, there are a few teachers who have been using Drive and to create their lesson plans, so they have them already in their Drive, but they need to make sure that they turn a copy of it into this folder. So I'm going to go back to my Drive, and these are my Drive folders. And let's say that this document right here is my lesson plans, and now I need to give my principal a copy. Two ways you can do this. You can make a copy of it and submit it, or you can move this one. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to go ahead and make a copy. So I have a copy, and there's a copy in Google Drive. Okay, so I'm going to go up to more again, and I'm going to say make a copy. And by default, it will name it copy of. So if I come down, here's the copy I just made, copy of my lesson plans. So I'm going to select that copy, and now I need to put that into the lesson plan folder. So I will go to more, and I will say move to. So I'm going to move that to the all staff. So here's my all staff, and I'm going to go to middle school this time. And here's the lesson plan folders, and let's say that this is this first week of school, and I'll select it. Once that's checked, I can say move, and it will take that copy and it will move it. Okay, if I want to make sure that it went there, I will go back to all staff. So I'm in all staff. I'm going to go to that middle staff folder, and I put my lesson plans in. So I'll navigate to the correct folder, and there they are. So I could rename them if I want to, or the principal should see who it's owned by and be able to tell whose lesson plans those are. So you got quite a few options. I know in the past we've been using eBackpack to submit our lesson plans. This will be nice because this then will make these lesson plans accessible to all staff, and it will be much easier for your principal and building secretary to locate those. If you have any questions, please let me know.